Have you ever wondered how big our planet is? Long ago, a brilliant man named Eratosthenes asked that very question. He wasn't satisfied with just wondering, though. Eratosthenes used his knowledge of geometry, astronomy, and geography to figure it out. His answer was astonishingly accurate for his time. This is the story of Eratosthenes, a man who not only measured the Earth, but also made significant contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and geography. He's a shining example of how curiosity and a thirst for knowledge can lead to incredible discoveries. Eratosthenes was born in Cyrene, a Greek colony in what is now Libya, around 276 BC. He was a polymath, meaning he excelled in many different fields. He was a mathematician, astronomer, geographer, philosopher, poet, and music critic. He even served as the chief librarian at the famous Library of Alexandria. From a young age, Eratosthenes displayed an insatiable curiosity about the world. He was fascinated by the stars, the Earth, and everything in between. He received his early education in Alexandria, a center of learning in the ancient world. He then traveled to Athens, the heart of Greek philosophy and intellectual discourse, to further his studies. Eratosthenes' time in Athens proved to be a turning point. He studied at Plato's academy, immersing himself in philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy. This period nurtured his analytical thinking and honed his ability to connect seemingly disparate ideas. These skills would later prove invaluable in his groundbreaking work. After completing his studies in Athens, Eratosthenes returned to Alexandria. His reputation as a scholar had preceded him, and he was soon invited to head the Library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria was the greatest repository of knowledge in the ancient world. It housed scrolls and texts from across the known world, covering every conceivable subject. As its chief librarian, Eratosthenes had access to this treasure trove of information. He immersed himself in its vast collection, devouring knowledge from diverse fields. This unique position allowed Eratosthenes to make connections between different disciplines. He saw the interconnectedness of knowledge and realized that insights from one field could unlock mysteries in another. This interdisciplinary approach became a hallmark of his work and led to some of his most important discoveries. One of Eratosthenes' most famous achievements was his remarkably accurate calculation of the Earth's circumference. This feat, accomplished using simple geometry and keen observation, cemented his place in history as a scientific pioneer. Eratosthenes had heard reports of a well in Syene, modern-day Aswan, Egypt, where the sun shone directly overhead on the summer solstice. This meant that at noon on the solstice, the sun's rays hit the bottom of the well with no shadow cast. Intrigued, Eratosthenes decided to use this information to calculate the Earth's circumference. On the same day and time in Alexandria, Eratosthenes observed the shadow cast by a vertical stick. He measured the angle of the shadow to be about 7.2 degrees. Knowing that the Earth is a sphere, he reasoned that this angle represented 1/50th of a circle, 360 degrees. If the distance between Alexandria and Syene was 1/50th of the Earth's circumference, all he needed was the distance between the two cities. He hired surveyors to measure the distance, which was found to be about 5,000 stadia, about 500 miles or 800 kilometers. Multiplying this distance by 50, Eratosthenes arrived at an estimated circumference of 250,000 stadia, or roughly 25,000 miles, 40,000 kilometers. This is remarkably close to the actual circumference of the Earth, which is about 24,901 miles, 40,075 kilometers. Section 5. Mapping the world. Eratosthenes' contributions to geography extended far beyond measuring the Earth's circumference. He was also a pioneer in cartography, the science of map-making. He created a map of the known world that was unprecedented in its scope and accuracy. He introduced the concepts of latitude and longitude, a grid system that is still used today to pinpoint locations on Earth. He also divided the Earth into climate zones based on his observations of the sun's rays at different latitudes. His work laid the foundation for scientific cartography and influenced mapmakers for centuries to come. Eratosthenes' contributions to geography were significant, but his interests were not confined to the Earth and its features. He also made important discoveries in mathematics, particularly in the field of number theory. Section 6. Sifting for primes. Eratosthenes is credited with developing the sieve of Eratosthenes, an ingenious method for finding prime numbers. A prime number is a whole number greater than one that has only two divisors, 1 and itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13 are prime numbers. The sieve of Eratosthenes is a simple yet effective algorithm. You start by listing all the natural numbers up to a certain limit. Then, you systematically cross out multiples of each prime number, starting with 2. The numbers that remain uncrossed are the prime numbers. This method, though simple, is incredibly powerful for identifying prime numbers. It has been used by mathematicians for centuries and continues to be a fundamental tool in number theory. Section 7. The Tilted Earth. Eratosthenes' curiosity led him to explore the cosmos as well. He made significant contributions to astronomy, including a remarkably accurate calculation of the tilt of the Earth's axis. The Earth's axis is an imaginary line that passes through the North and South poles. It is tilted at an angle, currently about 23.4 degrees, relative to its orbital plane, the plane of Earth's orbit around the Sun. This tilt is what causes the seasons. Eratosthenes' accurate measurement of this tilt demonstrated a sophisticated understanding of celestial mechanics. His work in astronomy further solidified his reputation as one of the most brilliant minds of his time. Eratosthenes' influence extended far beyond his own lifetime. His work laid the foundation for future scientific advancements and inspired generations of scholars. Section 8. A Legacy of Curiosity. Eratosthenes left behind a legacy that extended far beyond his groundbreaking calculations and insightful observations. He embodied the spirit of intellectual curiosity, demonstrating the power of asking questions and seeking answers. His work inspired generations of scholars and laid the foundation for future scientific advancements. His ability to connect seemingly disparate ideas from different fields highlighted the interconnectedness of knowledge. He showed that progress in one area could lead to breakthroughs in others. This interdisciplinary approach became a hallmark of scientific inquiry. Eratosthenes' insistence on accuracy and his rigorous methods set a high bar for scientific inquiry. He emphasized the importance of observation, experimentation, and logical reasoning in understanding the natural world. His work serves as a testament to the power of the scientific method. Section 9. A man of many disciplines. Eratosthenes was a true polymath, excelling in a wide range of disciplines. He was a mathematician, astronomer, geographer, philosopher, poet, and music critic. His diverse interests and his ability to weave together knowledge from different fields allowed him to make groundbreaking discoveries. He challenged conventional thinking and pushed the boundaries of human understanding. His work reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a multifaceted endeavor, and that breakthroughs often occur at the intersection of disciplines. Eratosthenes' legacy continues to inspire us today. His insatiable curiosity, his rigorous methods, and his remarkable achievements serve as a beacon for anyone who seeks to understand the world around them. His story reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey without end, and that the greatest discoveries often come from asking simple questions and daring to seek their answers. Section 10. Conclusion. Eratosthenes of Cyrene stands as a towering figure in the history of science. His remarkable achievements, from measuring the Earth's circumference to developing the sieve of Eratosthenes, demonstrate the power of human curiosity and ingenuity. His legacy continues to inspire us today, reminding us that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey without end, and that the greatest discoveries often come from asking simple questions and daring to seek their answers.